I don't know what happened. Even airplane mode, it seems as though the phone will just stop randomly. This time it stopped at 3310. Um, I honestly have no freaking clue what's going on. Maybe it's a glitch. I don't know. You can't really tell, but there's the zit or bug bite or whatever I was talking about. But I mean, you can see it somewhat. It's right there, that little dot. But I mean, you look at my face, you can't see any really. I see like a little pot mark there, but that wasn't from anything. That's always been there. And I know up here somewhere I have a, right here, there's a, you can kind of see a little crease there. A while back, my supposed best friends and I were having a water gun fight, and I had this really OP super soaker that held like, I think like 2 gallons of water, or 1 gallon of water. It had to have been like a 1 gallon. It seemed like it was 5 gallons back then, but and they had super soakers as well, but mine not only shoot further, but it obviously I didn't have to refill it every freaking shot. So I lent it to one of my neighbors or my friend's little brother, and he kept on dropping it. So I was afraid that it was going to break. So I told him to give it back to me, and he wouldn't give it back to me. So I grabbed it, and he started tugging on it as if it was his. It wasn't. And then, basically I knew from fighting with my sister that if you tug on something too long, or you're pulling on something too long and somebody else lets go, you go flying backwards. Well, I let it go. He went flying backwards. My water super soaker got all scraped up because of it. And everybody came rushing over to see why he was crying. I explained to him, to everybody, that he kept dropping my water gun, probably because it was too heavy for him. It was pretty heavy. It was almost too heavy for me. I was getting tired of holding it. Anyways, I told him that I wanted it. I told them that I told him that I wanted it back, and he wouldn't give it back. So I grabbed it and tried to take it, and he yanked on it, and I let go, and he went flying backwards. Well, they had a hissy fit about that, and basically they started ganging up on me. This is pretty much back when we all didn't know any better. And my dad's workshop is in the garage, and I backed up into the garage, and I looked over and I grabbed a drill bit that was laying on his vertical drill press to defend myself, because I knew what was coming. They were going to jump me. Well, I didn't realize, but one of them snuck up behind me and pushed me into my dad's vertical drill press and cut my head right there. I forget how many stitches it was, but I had to go get stitches. Didn't really hurt, actually, but there was a lot of blood. So anyways, then I don't know what really happened to them, but my parents were like, well, you know what? He should have given the water gun back to me You guys are actually in the wrong. Let's just let bygones be bygones. You guys leave. I have to take him to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. And that was pretty much the end of it. Those friends of mine, they weren't really friends. They were neighborhood kids that would accept me only if they really needed me to play something that was odd, even teams like football or basketball or whatnot. Anyways, that's pomegranate cherry Crystal Light. It's pretty good. Anyways, that's how I got that scar. I'm actually surprised that on my hand here, I don't still have a scar. I guess you can kind of see it. It's really hard. It's like right there. Let's see. It's like right there. I can't really... I had a really nasty 2-inch splinter sticking right through that. And had to get that taken out. And I think the only other thing was a long time ago, I was another water gun incident. The old school water guns, when you squeezed them, there was a part that went up into the gun that kept the trigger from twisting. And I thought that was what was causing my trigger to stick. So what I did is I took my dad's box cutter. Let's see, I don't have my box cutter. But basically what I did was I took the I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Now it looks like I'm really fat, but I'm sitting on... They're laying back in a chair, so I look a lot fatter than I am. But the weight that I look like in the video probably is about accurate. I'm like 300 pounds, so. But I'm also 6'5". Anyways, I was cutting on the trigger like this, and I went like that, and I cut my finger. You can see the scar really good. Went all the way down to the bone. It actually goes on that side too, but it looks like it started healing. Oh no, it's just not showing up really. You can see a little bit of a crease right there in the center. Cut my finger down to the bone that day. Didn't start hurting until after I got to the doctor's office and had to wait because another kid had fallen through a glass window or glass door. So, anyways, this video's already gone long enough. I know I don't talk much in my videos, but like I said, when there's a story or something that relates to my past, I'll start talking about it, and then like one thing will lead to another, lead to another, lead to another, and then I don't stop talking. And that's when people say I talk too much. But I'm gonna end the video here. Sorry about the video cutting off. I had actually said pretty much all I was going to say. I just had repeated, basically I repeated everything I said without stopping or stuttering or anything. So that's pretty much it. See you later.